Something new for the Lethal Garage today. Let's check it out. What's going on, guys? Matt over here, Lethal Garage, and today, well, we're not working on the 71, but we've got something to help us work on the 71. After so many years, this isn't my house, so I can't install a custom AC unit in my garage. It's been hot as heck. I'm sweating like a dog. California has been a little humid this year, but not too humid to where an evaporative air cooler won't work. These are really good in Arizona, dry heat, except for monsoon days. But yes, we got an evap cooler in hopes to cool down the Lethal Garage to make working on the Lethal Classic or even the Lethal Camaro a heck of a lot easier. So today we're gonna unbox this big old beast, fill it up with water, potentially ice, and see if we can make the Lethal Garage cooler. That's today's goal. Let's do it. So I guess my hose nozzle was welded to my hose. It took some effort, but it's filling up. I got a leak. I didn't use tape. It happens. We'll fill this bad boy up. I think it's 14 gallons. Supposedly it should auto stop. I don't know how it's gonna auto stop that. That's what it says in the manual.
Auto stop the water?
Yeah, there's like a valve in there or something.
Well, that's good for you to get worse if it does.
Yeah. We'll find out real quick. Turn the fan off. You can hear it filling up. I'm assuming this is like the top of the water level, so once it's actually filled up, the water will show through here. Maintenance seems pretty straightforward. Just unscrew the 1,000 screws that are holding in the filters. And then I think this area you can put ice in. I don't know if water comes through here or not.
How much was it?
It was like 384 bucks. But this thing supposedly can cool 850 square feet. So that's more than this garage is big, I think.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, Chase 2 cents is here.
Drop my car off to get an engine put in.
Yes.
Because I don't know how to do it.
And he wanted to see how much I messed up the second gen.
Messed up? Yeah.
And what I didn't talk about this video is we're gonna go over in the 6th gens that way. It's in a garage there. And we're gonna start it up because it goes down to Red Barn Racing tomorrow morning.
Oh, for the mess.
That sounds like it's slowing down.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think he might be hyping my car up too much. I don't think it's that loud anymore.
You're used to it.
I'm kind of deaf too.
You're used to it.
That's slowing down. And the drip is getting a little more drippy.
That's just because you probably don't have that rubber spacer in there, huh? So.
There's a rubber gasket at the end of the hose. I just don't have tape on it. I mean, I could have put the white tape on there and that would have stopped the leaking, but I mean, that's should plug it in. I probably shouldn't have the plug next to splashing water. That might be a hazard. Okay, I got the power cable away from water, but look at, you can see the water going down.
Ice melts and then
the cold water goes into it. So you can see the water trickling down. I guess we haven't even looked at the whole unit. So here, I cranked it at, wow, that's actually a lot of air at one. Has adjustable. Oh, you can adjust it. Wait, what is this random screw? We'll find out where that came from. So the fan at 1, actually that's really cool air.
Yeah. And the wick's still dry. Like it hasn't.
Yeah, it hasn't even like gotten wet yet. This side's pretty dry. So I mean, considering we just turned it on, it says 15 minutes. But the fan that's quite a bit of volume. I mean,
so your shirt flapping in the wind there.
I mean, well, you can see how it's blowing the little blankets, but you can aim the air. Yeah, so if I aim it right at the thing, I mean, it's kind of hitting this right here, but
you're the one in the back.
Yeah. Oh, I think this is going to be beneficial. What's swing?
I think it's where the inside goes like that.
I don't think so. Because that doesn't...
Well, when you turn the swing on...
Oh, yeah, no, it does.
Oh. .2 degrees.
I mean, I would say that's a good 10 degrees cooler. Makes me wonder how much cooler we can make it feel with ice.
Huh. See, now we need to LN2 this thing.
Jay's getting water cooled.
Dry ice, with dry ice.
We could put dry ice on the bottom. That
Actually,
would be,
that won't really.
And then it would blow the smoke too.
Oh yeah, then
It'd be like.
Then you can start to asphyxiate yourself.
Yes. Die while we work on our cars. It'd be perfect.
I'm surprised I feel like the ice tank should be bigger.
Well, yeah. I think if I got like one of those little circle ice cubes, you know, like the chewable ice. You ever seen those? Like Cane's has it. There's a few, right? Like that would be perfect, because then it would like fill the whole tube and the top. There's not really a place to. I mean, I guess you could probably dump ice in the back. Little tray right there. But you guys, actually, the cardboard's still very dry, so it's nowhere close in being saturated.
Once it's fully saturated, then it'll like last a lot longer.
Yeah. Hey, so we're at the secret location of the Lethal Camaro. I got this jumper from my dealership with GM points. It's actually been really nice, way better than the other one I've shown off on my channel before. This thing will jumpstart a tank, supposedly. I've never tried.
It's funny watching you do this one-handed.
It's fun one-handed. I forget I have people here. I'd be like, here, hold this camera. Pull it. Whoa! What?
And that's probably why you were getting only 1.9 volts, because it wasn't actually grounding to the battery. It was only pulling enough grounds through all the little wires.
Lethal Camaro's still alive, but it's headed to Red Barn Racing tomorrow. We're gonna finish up all the upgrades, get the pulleys in, get the meth dialed in, get the tune. We'll see how she's running, and she'll be back on E85, so I'm super excited for that. But let's go back and check the swamp cooler out, because I'm hoping the garage is cold. And verdict, it actually got pretty cool. We put ice in it. So in hindsight, we would have unscrewed the back, and they had the genius idea, just unscrew it and put frozen water bottles in it at the beginning of whatever. And then you can fill this with ice, and as this starts melting, that cold water goes down and gets nice and cold. But
and then when you're done, you have nice water.
yeah, I don't have a temperature thermometer, but it's definitely way colder standing in front of it than being anywhere else. And the other side is the whole back side of my garage is nice and cold.
But you know something, Matt? Who cares what the temperature says? If you feel colder in front of it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, my big fan that I had could not, like if I was standing here, I would not feel it.
Oh, dude.
And this thing is like, I could feel the cool air sitting right here. Like it's not hot back here anymore.
I could just sit right here, like if I were working at the bench or something, or working
yeah.
in the car and pointing at you.
Like it was miserable before. So huge shout out to Honeywell. That thing's awesome. It's not a plug. I paid for that. And my battery died. I apologize. But standing in here, so the fan that I had behind it, that was also from Home Depot. That was like the standard, you know, pivot back and forth industrial fan. It blows a lot of air, but you from here to like where the fan is at, you would never feel it. This fan, like my shirt's blowing. Like the papers are blowing.
It smells like fish.
It does smell awkward. I wouldn't say it's like fishy fish, but it definitely has that weird like new moist smell.
It's got like a fish oil kind of smell.
Yeah, fish oil. No, my joints are gonna get better.
It's the wicking material.
Yes, but it's an evaporative cooler or swamp cooler, whatever you want to call it. It works as long as you're in a non-humid place. If you're anywhere on the East Coast with humidity, you cannot use one of those. These are really good for dry heat areas. Like California's had much more humidity than it normally does. It hasn't been great. Like Arizona's perfect. New Mexico would be perfect for this. I don't know many other states that are completely dry, but it works. But 6th gen runs now, or hopefully it's charging. I don't know what the heck's going on. I don't know if the battery was just dead or if something's jacked up in the front of the car. Jay thinks I have no grounding up front. We'll find out. We're gonna take it to Red Barn Racing tomorrow. Hopefully I can start it up tomorrow morning and drive it down there.
If I'm right, make sure you point that out too.
We'll point it out, Jay.
No, I'm serious. I think it's a ground.
Yeah, we'll find out. But the 71's definitely making progress. If you didn't see the new spoiler video, check it out. That's online. AC videos coming, all sorts of interior. The motor is obviously built. The trans is getting built this weekend, I believe. So there's a really good chance this coming weekend or the weekend after, motor and trans will get set in the car. Then we can start getting doors, front panels, all that other stuff. I think Jay's gonna come back over and help me with some brake lanes. I'll have to bribe him. I don't know what I could bribe him with. Oh no. Jay's been ripping it. That's the smell. It's not the evap cooler, it's Jay.
No one's surprised.
If you guys didn't know, also, if you know, Jay has a car channel, Jay's Two Cars. His 67 just got dropped off at Red Barn Racing for a long-term build, but he's getting all sorts of new stuff done to that vehicle. If you haven't seen his progress and what he's planning to do with his car, check out his channel. You also see Nick too. I've been featured in a few videos, hilariously, when Jay beats himself in the face with hammers, but I think he does it on purpose.
No.
My garage is, you know, the one thing I'm looking forward to getting the motor and trans in is getting all of these parts and pieces on the vehicle, because like once the door and once the panels are on, it's good.
I have anxiety looking at this.
I trust me, I hate coming in my garage. It drives me bananas. But the other side is my 6th gen Camaro, I'll be able to drive daily. It will be back on E85 off of C16. It's going to be making a lot more power, a lot more upgrades. We'll talk about all of that in a video that I'm going to be shooting and releasing next week, so check that out. And yeah, that's all I got. So thanks for checking out the channel. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, if you guys have the same evap cooler or whatever it is, let me know what you think. If you guys had any like tips or tricks on what you've done to get it colder. I think the bottled water idea, frozen bottled water, is a good one.
Out, in the time that you've been standing there doing your outro of your video, you've gone from shiny to dry.
Yeah, I'm not sweating. I am literally not sweating. Normally, normally I'm sweating in my garage like a freaking pig, and I am dry. No more swamp rear end.
Well,
I'm done. We've derived from this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, see you on the road.